for tuning into PATV. You're watching Access Spotlight, and I'm your host, Patricia. In studio today, I'm joined by two wonderful ladies, Pamela Judd, founder and president of Image Impact International, a non-profit organization, together with Elaine Rogers, chair of training for Image Impact International. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about Image Impact International and its goals?
Thank you. We're so thrilled to be here. Image Impact International, imageimpact.org, is a nonprofit organization, and every day we strive to inspire, involve, and make an impact. Who do we inspire? We are inspired by first-generation college students. We're inspired by our mission to mentor them to remain in college. We also are just trying to get our communities involved with our mission to make a difference for first-gen college students. You know, it's not easy being a first-generation college student. If you're the first in your family to go to college, you're often at risk of dropping out. And our mentoring program is really set up to help these students to stay in college and empower them to have both career and workplace success. We also, again, want to make an impact through our mentoring program, Mentoring for Impact.
Interesting. What inspired you to start this organization?
Well, I am a first-generation college graduate, and I'm really inspired by my mom's story. She never went to college. You know, I'm from a family of immigrants, and they came here for the American dream. And even though she was so smart, she didn't go to college. But she really instilled a love and passion for education. And as a first-gen college grad myself, I went to SUNY Stony Brook here on Long Island. I was really inspired to start this nonprofit because of my experience as a first-gen student. You know, finally in my senior year, I got the courage to go to career services. And when I got to career services at my college, they couldn't help me. And the reason was, it was 2 weeks before college graduation. Oh. So it was too late. And you know, that experience has always stayed with me. You know, why didn't I know that I should have gone to career services? I didn't really have the role models or mentors to help me. So, you know, if I had only had a mentor, those are the 6 words that I think inspired Image Impact to, be founded. If only as a first-gen student I had had a mentor, maybe I could have made some better choices in college.
Right.
You know, with my first job in college was selling aluminum siding, was total disaster. Again, if I'd only had a mentor, it might have really made an impact early on in my career.
Oh, fantastic. Elaine, how did you get involved with Image Impact?
Well, I got involved with Image Impact actually through Pamela. She and I were members of an organization called Toastmasters International, and she invited me to become a volunteer. My background is training. I worked for a financial services organization, and I liked training. So we know that although the volunteers are inspired as they go out to train other people, whether it's on disability or any of the other committees, that they need to be able to transmit the information in a very effective way. And since I love training, that's one of my passions, then we developed a program to help the people, we call them instructors, to be better at instructing, help them to engage the audience, so make sure that the audience doesn't fall asleep. But we also help them to develop the programs themselves so that they are effective. There are a lot of people who know information, but sometimes they're not able to transmit that information to other people. So that's what my committee, Training for Impact, is all about. It's about training, what we call train the trainers, basically.
Okay, so speaking of that, what are some of the programs Image Impact is working on or has been working on in the past?
So we're so excited to be working right now with CUNY College in Manhattan. The program, our main program at Image Impact, is called Mentoring for Impact. And what that is a program that is for college students who are primarily first in their family to go to college. And these students are also, many of them are living with disabilities. So we're collaborating with CUNY, their LEADS program. It's been a fantastic partnership. Our program combines both all of the skills that a college student needs before they can go with confidence to a job fair, to an internship, to an interview. So we cover everything from how to refine your resume, how to put your best foot forward in terms of how you look, your pitch, how you come across, how you interview, and it's really been just a dream come true to work with these students.
Oh, fantastic. How would someone that is interested get involved with Image Impact International?
Well, there are so many ways to get involved. So in Mentoring for Impact, we're always looking for committee volunteers because, as a nonprofit, the first thing you learn is resilience, and nobody can do this alone. So we are a all-volunteer nonprofit. They can get involved with this committee. We have so many different opportunities and fun things that could be done, whether you have experience as a project manager in graphics, the world is open to you when you come into our Image Impact community. And then in Training for Impact, I'm going to ask Elaine to talk about those kinds of needs for volunteers.
Sure. Elaine, what are the...
Right now, our committee consists about 5 volunteers who are involved in training. But certainly, anyone who has a desire to train can join our committee because we provide some training as we go out and do training also. So we have training programs twice a year for Image Impact volunteers, but we've expanded it to the public in general. So anyone who wants to be a better trainer, who wants to engage their audience. Can you repeat that? Because I messed up.
Yeah, what are some of the... I wanted to add to that. What are some of the qualifications you look at for someone to be involved? Do you have certain qualifications you look for, or you're open to anyone who is interested and you would train them?
For training for the impact?
Yeah, for training for the
impact.
Well,
we like people who are able to communicate well. It's important. And we like people who like people. That's really important.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, because when you're doing training, you come in contact with so many different people, but it's not just trainers. However, we're also looking for people who can help us to establish the program, like program managers, people who can work with logistics, because our programs are usually one-day programs, and we have a 2-day version of the program. So there's a lot involved in putting on that program. So we need anyone who has any kind of talent, whatever that is, can help us with doing the program.
Okay. What's your information in case someone wanted to find out more information about the organization?
Well, probably the best way to begin to reach out to us is you could email us at volunteer@imageimpact.org. You can also just visit our website, imageimpact.org. And just to reiterate that we are such a diverse community. We are helping college students who are living with disabilities in career training. So Mentoring for Impact, it's 16 workshops. It's a weekly program at the college. It includes paired mentors with the students, and there are so many ways, to make a difference. We also are looking for people who may want to help us create that amazing, what we're calling their workfolio for the students. It's a toolkit. Think about, for the people listening, think about what does a college student need to look professional. Image is all about appearance, obviously, the ABCs, but it's A is appearance, B is your behavior, how you communicate, and C is your communication, and your digital presence. So we're putting together a toolkit for these students, and we invite people to consider collaborating, being partners with us as we try to provide these students, get them ready for the spring 2019 job fair and beyond, to really be a success. You know, there is such a need out there with these students, with all students, and especially first gen. They are at such a risk of dropping out. I mean, first gen students are 3 times more likely to drop out of college than students whose parents have already gone to college. And we know that, you know, in just 2020, 65% of jobs require that college degree. So the need is there. I mean, there's many thousands of students in the CUNY Leads program, which is, again, combining both employment and academics and disability services. So we welcome volunteers to join us and get involved.
So you talked a little bit, you told us a bit about the training program. Could you tell us more about who you reach to volunteer for this training program?
So we have over 50 volunteers in Image Impact, and they come from all over, mostly the tri-state. We have quite a few volunteers that are so excited to be part of our community from Long Island, and many times our volunteers are also virtually volunteering for us. But our reach is very, very wide, especially Training for Impact, which is open to all and the public.
Okay, and so the training program, there's people that come into it from Long Island as well?
Yes, actually, the team of trainers come from Washington, D.C.,
Okay.
Long Island, which is me. I live in Long Island.
Oh, you do?
Yes, and we have one coming from Riverdale, so they're all over. But our training programs are usually put on in Manhattan because it's convenient to have those training there. However, we will take our training anywhere. So if there's a group on Long Island that wants to get our training services, we certainly will be happy to come here and do training, because like I said, it's not just open to the III volunteers, the Image Impact volunteers, but it's open to anybody. One of our students for the next training program is coming from France to attend our training program. So certainly people can come from Long Island, but I would love to put on a program for an organization in Long Island.
Amazing. So we're about to wrap up, but before we leave, is there anything else you would like to tell us about the organization?
Well, first of all, I want to thank PATV for your this incredible opportunity to speak with your viewers today. We are, as a nonprofit, so dependent on the partnerships and the support of others. I just have to say a big thank you to the Focus for Health Foundation. They are a foundation that is so committed to inspiring, involving, and impacting our college students at CUNY John Jay right now, and their foundation support has been invaluable. But there are also other ways to contribute. We also have a shout out to Microsoft Fifth Avenue. They're providing us with the pro bono space, which they do for nonprofits, to put on our Training for Impact program. So, you know, getting involved in a small or any way is just, again, makes it all possible for the students.
Thank you, ladies, for the wonderful work you're doing. And if you're interested in making an impact, don't forget to visit www.imageimpact.org. Thank you.